Gamers, today we're gonna talk about the upcoming tournaments, me as a pro gamer, if I'm gonna play the future tournaments, Stormgate update, because I know everyone asks about that all the time. Are you leaving for Stormgate? What are you doing? First things first, I want to show you guys, there's a bunch of tournaments coming. So this one just ended, Golden League 2, so I guess this is where the tournaments start. So there's a bunch of tournaments happening. Some of them I'm playing, some of them like I can't participate because they're like region locked, and some tournaments I'm skipping due to either scheduling or just them being at an awkward time or time zone or whatever. So the tournaments that I will be playing are next, a Real Crown Streamers Cup, which I don't know how this one exactly works. I gotta actually check, because they start at the same time as the next tournament that I'm about to show you. So this is basically going to be, I think, like just a Streamers Cup. It has $265 prize pool, Razer mouse apparently as well for the first place. These are the players. I don't know if someone's missing here or what's happening, but you know, from the known players that you guys might know, there's Marine Lord, there's Annotant. I mean, I'm not going to read everyone's names, right? But you can see the players here. There's Vortex from the top. There's Lucifron is right there, playing very fast against his brother. It's double elim as well. It's best of threes, best of threes, and then a loser's bracket. It seems like it's best of ones actually, even a loser semifinals. But this is not supposed to be like, you know, massive event where it spans over 5 weeks. It's a 2-day event, I think, over 2 different weekends. This is my first match versus El Palomas, and there's Vertex as well. There's the Muslim Core W Casva. So this is going to be a you know, nice little tournament. This is the map pool, so you know, standard-ish map pool. I guess there's King of the Hill and Hill and Dale, which is not. Players draft 2 civs each. Oh yeah, so the way that the system that's going to be used here is you pick 2 civs, and then the opponent sees which civs you picked and decides to veto one of them. So that's how the tournament will be run, which is, I think, is a cool system. And also there's 1 ban, and you pick, in best of 3 or best of 5, you pick 3 civilizations each, and then I guess you snipe some. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so I'll be playing that. After this, after I give you guys review of what's happening, I'm going to talk about like me competing in the future tournaments, like the big tournaments, and if I'm gonna stream and so on and so forth. So there's the Outback Octagon, which, if you guys don't know, it's hosted by Aussie Drongo. It's the Nomad free-for-all tournament. It has different rules than it had last time, so there's not no information added here, but I've seen the rules already. It's gonna be like a regicide with a king plus Nomad free-for-all kind of mix. So that's going to be starting on 15th of April, and it's going to be going for pretty much a month. And this one, previous one, is starting on 15th of April, and it ends the next weekend. So yeah, so there's that. Then there's the Rising Empires tournament that I'm going to be participating in. This one is starting this week, actually. Depending when this is uploaded on YouTube, this is starting. My first match will be on the 7th of April. So basically this is a 2v2 tournament. The first place gets $1,000, and this is the map pool. And the way it's gonna work is, I think you also pick civs, but then the opponent can veto one of the civs you picked, something like that. So it's got some interesting rules. These are the teams. So you have the Chad Chinese team with Louis. You got Salami Core. You got State, Wham, Puppy Paw. My team is Marine Lord, myself, and Whammin. It's a 2v2 tournament, by the way, but you have to invite a 3rd player, so we just decided to invite Whammin. Vortex, Lucifron, and Rio. For those that don't know, this is actually their 3rd brother. They actually have another brother. Then we have the 3D Clan team, Genesis Gaming team. We got Avely and Orkel and Eliona. We got Crackety and Lash. These guys were playing on Friday, so that's our first match. Crackety and, I'm assuming, Lash versus Marine Lord and I. Then there's the second Chinese team with Neptune and Shiki. We got the French team. We got the Imba team. I don't know. Wait, Mito? Is that the dev? We have the Brazilian team, and then the last one we have Light with some other gamers. Wait, this is a dev team? Wait, is it actually? Yo, I want to play against these guys. It's 5 devs? Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to play against those guys. Yo, I want to play against them, and you know what I want to do? I want to make pure Malian scouts. Let them feel the pain. That's what I would do. And Marine Lord's gonna go trade behind it, and I'm gonna go Malian scouts. That's what we're gonna do. Mito was top 5 AOE3 player. He wasn't allowed to compete because of being a dev. Okay. Alright, we'll see. I mean, we'll crunch them, but it's gonna be a fun match. And we got our beautiful logo, as you can see. Our team name is the Chimps, of course. So yeah, that's gonna be played, and that starts this week. And I think you're supposed to play 2 matches a week, and it lasts 2 months, including the playoffs. So it's like a group. Basically, it's like round robin and then playoffs right there. That's how it works. Then we have another thing. It's the next EGC TV tournament, which I forgot to mention. To be honest, I don't actually know the rules for this, but I think it's a round robin league. Okay, as we can see here. So yeah, this is the Elite Classic. It's, I think, $30,000 tournament. Yeah, right here, and it starts in May. But I know they're gonna do some like show matches and stuff before that, so you guys can also tune in for that to watch that. They're gonna do some like show matches and all that as kind of like pre-content to the tournament itself. And then there's going to be a league. How many players is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 player league. And I think it's gonna be round robin, everyone versus everyone. There's gonna be qualifiers, there's gonna be invited people. I'm assuming I'm gonna be invited. And then top 8 will advance to playoffs, and I'm assuming playoffs are gonna be best of 5s or best of 7s. And I think these matches are going to be best of 3s. So the tournament is going to be, also another detail, is going to be no water maps. So it's going to be land maps only. And I think this includes no hybrid maps. So I think when they say no water maps, they mean like no water, even like a dry river, or, you know, not necessarily like Mediterranean, but just no. Oh yeah, and no mirror matches, right? So the rules that they're using is only land and no mirror matches, which means that just like in Red Bull tournament, you will be picking a civ for yourself. So what I mean by that, if it's a best of 5, each of the players will choose 5 civs. So if I'm playing against whoever, if I pick English, the enemy cannot take English. So there's no bans, but instead you pick the civs. So you can basically pick your opponent's best civ as a way to not let them play it. And I really like that system. It's probably one of my favorite systems, because I think there's a lot of strategizing that comes into it. But overall, it's going to be a standard tournament, which obviously I like. So very nice. So those are all the tournaments that are going to be happening in literally next month, with Elite Classic starting technically in like month and a half, 2 months. But they're also going to do some content before then. So all of those things I will be playing in. Maybe there's going to be more tournaments that are going to be announced that I'm going to be, you know, playing in and you know, whatever. I don't know. But as of right now, that's the plan. Now, what's going on with me and the tournaments? Okay, so I thought about this before Golden League ended. So I'll kind of give you guys my experience quickly and why I made a decision that I did. It's nothing severe, don't worry. As you guys know, I had a certain opinion of the rules that we have had. You know, that's my opinion, right? People can agree or disagree with it. I think it's great that EGC TV is hosting tournaments. They're, you know, almost literally keeping the game alive, because if they didn't host tournaments, we wouldn't have the big tournaments, right? So obviously I think everyone in the community appreciates them for that. So there's nothing like bad to say about that. I think it's completely in their right to host whatever kinds of tournaments they want. Like if they want to play a tournament that's only land maps, great. If they want to play a tournament that's 4v4 for 50,000 bucks, it's, you know, it's their money, it's their investment. So I think they're 100%, you know, allowed, quote unquote, to do whatever the fuck they want, right? And if they want to do some weird rules in the future, I think that's also completely their decision, and whatever they think they should do, they should go for it. At the same time, so as some of you know, or I'm assuming a lot of you know, I won Golden League 2, and the fact is I almost didn't qualify for it. And I almost didn't qualify because of the weird rules that some rounds had that wasn't Age of Empires 4 standard, as I said before. And in order to practice for those, I had to find a lot of custom games. I had to constantly message people on Discords. Basically, first weekend, out of the 64 players, 58 would drop out. And then going into the next weekend with the same rule set, only 6 players would be playing. So then I couldn't find anyone to play for the second weekend because the other guys were already practicing for the next rule set. So there was a lot of like scheduling issues. There was a lot of like problems finding practice because
never give up. Congrats and thank you.
Because the rules were so specific, right? And again, a lot of people love the rules. A lot of players love the rules. People love the tournament. So I'm not trying to like bash. I'm just explaining myself from player point of view, right? So this made it very hard for me personally to find practice and to get constant games going. Obviously, every rule is going to have their own rules, whether it's a different rule set or map pool. So you will have to play some custom games, but I think you should be able to practice on the latter, but because the rules were so specific, you kind of couldn't, so you only had to play custom games. Now, so where does this lead? Because of this, my stream has kind of taken a step back for me, and it's a choice I had to make, right? I'm either going to play only custom games and stream it, or not stream it at all and play custom games. So I kind of found the middle of the road where it's like, I'll stream less, but I'll still stream my practice, and I'll try to find people for, you know, custom games and all that. And that's what I did. But because I streamed a lot less while practicing, I dropped a lot of viewership numbers. Also, it was me practicing. I wasn't really talking or interacting with the chat much. And obviously, I understand people are not super entertained by that. I was making less content. I was making less guides because I was so focused on the tournament because I needed to practice these special rules. So, and that's the decision, like I said, like I had to make. And for me, as a, not as a pro player or not as a beastie, but as a human being, I'm 32 and I cannot compete forever, right? I think that's kind of obvious. I'm very happy that I won the tournament, but I cannot live off of competitions forever. And I would much rather prioritize my stream over tournaments in the future, because I want to make sure that I maintain the viewership, I grow my viewership, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, because realistically in 5 years, it's more realistic for me to be a streamer and earn living off of it than to be a pro player, right? Being a pro player 5 years down the line is possible, but it's less realistic and it's more risky. The tournaments that are coming, the tournaments that I just showed you, I will most likely be streaming all of them. I will also be streaming Elite Classic, most likely, the group stage, the round robin. The playoffs, if I get to playoffs, I will probably not be streaming, but I will be streaming every single tournament because basically for Golden League that lasted, I think, 8 weeks, I did not stream a single weekend. So I didn't stream Saturday, Sunday. I took a day off during the week. So I was streaming like 3, maybe 4 days a week, and I was streaming less during those days as well, which is not good for my stream, right? So I'm going to be streaming all of those. And because Elite Classic is basically standard AOE where it's like I don't need custom games for special practice. I can just play ladder as well, which is great for my stream because I know that you guys love when I play ladder because it's ladder, it's the maps you guys know, you guys see, but also at the same time, you know, people like me winning or losing the points, right? So I think that's good. I think those are all positives, which is why I said there's nothing to like worry about or whatever. If I get to playoffs, like obviously I don't mind skipping like 2, 3, 4 days of streaming, but I don't want to skip as many days as I skipped before. Is basically what I'm trying to get to. So streaming my games is a big weakness in tournaments because I am basically streaming for my opponents. You know, when I was going into the playoffs or Golden League, I'm basically streaming for my opponents what I'm doing. If I was playing round 1, 2, or 3, the opponents that knew they're going to play against me, they can watch my stream and see what strategies I'm doing, what civs I'm picking, and that's a big disadvantage for me, which obviously I chose to do. Like, I'm choosing to stream my game, so I'm not saying it's anyone else's fault. But again, that's something that I'm willing to kind of give away in order to retain and keep my stream and my viewers happy, right? And at the end of the day, I streamed all my, literally almost like 95% of my practice for Golden League, and I still won the tournament. So I don't think, while it is a disadvantage, there are ways to overcome that, you know, just play better, forehead. In the future, if there is going to be another tournament, and I know for a fact there will be tournaments, there will be big tournaments, from what I heard, whatever you want to call it. There will be big tournaments with weird rules, maybe even weirder rules than we had in Golden League. What's going to happen then is I will 95%, I'm not going to say 100%, but I will 95% not be practicing weird rules again. Because it will impact my stream, it will impact my viewership. I don't personally enjoy it. I like AOE4 for AOE4. I don't want to play AOE4 where I'm not allowed to do something that you're normally supposed to do or you usually do. I just don't enjoy that. It has not, like, a lot of people, when I said that last time, a lot of people thought, oh, he's just whining because he's gonna lose. I'm not. I just don't enjoy that personally. I love playing AOE4, I love streaming it, I love competing, but I love AOE4 because of this version, right? And I think it's 100% in whichever tournament organizes it, it's 100% their right to make whatever tournament they want. I respect that, and I think that's something that I also realized, like, they should make what they want, right? They shouldn't listen to me or this guy or that guy to what they want. They should 100% make what they want, and I respect that. And I think that, like, if I say, okay, you know, if there's a tournament that's weird, if I say, I'll play, but I'm not going to practice for it, I'm just going to participate, I just don't want people to bash me for having that choice either. Just like the way I respect the tournament organizers organizing from now on whatever the hell they want, I just want the same to be given to me. If I don't want to participate or I don't want to be included, that's my choice, and I just want people to, like, respect that. I'm not doing it to, like, boycott anything or cause drama. I just want to do what I enjoy and what I have fun with, and that's it. So, like I said, for all the people that you know, when I initially said I don't like the rules for Golden League 2, for all the people that are like, oh, he's just molding because he can't win, he can't do well. Well, it sucks to be that person because you just look dumb as hell right now, right? And I even said, I'm not disliking the rules because I can't play them. I just dislike them for different reasons. But of course, those people don't listen. So, like I said, stream is gonna be my priority. Obviously, I'm gonna, you know, even if I'm streaming Elite Classic, the new UGC TV tournament that's coming, even if I'm streaming it, even if I'm streaming the games, that doesn't mean I'm not trying. That just means that I'm gonna have maybe even a bit more disadvantage going into it. But like I said, I think I'm 32. This year I'll turn 33, and it's very important for me to, like I said, maintain my stream viewership, maintain you guys happy, maintain YouTube viewers happy, like create videos. The last time I made the guide was like a few weeks ago. Like I want to get back into that, so I want to do more content that's like that, you know. And I don't want to, like, obviously if there's like $1 million event, I'm probably like, that's a serious amount of money, right? So that's another choice I would have to make. Do I stop streaming for 2 weeks for $1 million tournament? Probably. And I think anyone who doesn't understand that is insane, because that's life-changing money kind of thing. But if there's like a $5,000 tournament and it's like, am I going to stop streaming for 2 weeks? No, right? I'm not. I'm just going to keep streaming and keep doing what I'm doing. What you can expect of me, like I said, is stream those tournaments, continue streaming, probably streaming 5-6 times a week, sometimes even 7 times a week. I don't think I'll go back to a year ago, you know, Beastyqt, where I was streaming for 10-12 hours a day. I think I want to tone it down to like 6 to 8 hours a day at least. And, you know, I just want to be able to have life. I think I'm in a position where, you know, right now I'm known in the community. My stream's doing well. My YouTube's doing well. I'm doing well in tournaments. So I don't want to like make myself like burn out by continuing those insane hours, because I used to stream, like I said, 10-12 hours a day for 6-7 times a week, which is a lot. So yeah, that's the plan. And like I said, if there's a future tournament and I don't like it, I just won't participate, or I'll participate but just not practice for it. So that is the plan. I'll just kind of wing it and see what happens. EGCTV had delay when they were streaming Golden, and can't you put delay to minimize the risk? Yeah, if you stream tournaments, you have to put a delay. I don't mean I'm at a disadvantage or a risk because I'm streaming it. It's the fact that I am streaming my strategies and my gameplay that other people can watch. I don't mean like someone's gonna stream cheat or something like that. Yeah, they can also watch the VODs. That's what I mean. I don't mean like they're gonna cheat by watching while we're playing. It's more so that they have all the information on me, you know? Like they can see exactly what I'm doing with every civ, and they can prepare better for the match. But like I said, that's the risk I'm okay taking. Now, the last thing that I want to mention, so I don't keep you guys around any longer with this, is Stormgate. So obviously there's more and more news coming, and every time there's news, there's always like panic in Twitch. Oh my god, are you quitting AOE? Are you know, doing this? And I discussed this before, but obviously some people like haven't seen it or don't know or whatever. So I just want to give you guys an update on that. I've seen some of the recent screenshots from Stormgate. I covered it, I think, like 2 days ago. But the game is looking like it's going in the right direction. I am 100% going to try it. I'm 100% going to play it. Am I switching to Stormgate? I don't know. I've said this before, and I'm honest with you guys. I'm not going to say I'm going to play AOE4 forever. If there's 0 tournaments in AOE4 whenever Stormgate comes out, if I have like 200 viewers playing it, and I'm not, like, my viewership numbers on YouTube and Twitch are down, this is my job, right? This is my living. This is how I make money. So I need to do what's right for me and for women. And if AOE4 is like dead or is not doing well, I will probably have way higher chance of switching to Stormgate fully. If AOE4 is doing great and Stormgate is doing great, I will play whichever one I enjoy more. If at that point I still enjoy AOE4, there's tournaments, my viewership is fine, I'll play AOE4. If I try both and maybe the meta in AOE4 sucks, or I don't like something in AOE4 and I like Stormgate, I'll play Stormgate. So to answer people's question that I always get asked, I don't know. Because Stormgate is a long way away. I think the beta for Stormgate is coming out this year, which I'm assuming is going to be like in September, October. So the release for Stormgate is probably next year. Like, God knows when. So this is long, long, long way away. Okay? So that's something that people shouldn't worry about. Because, like I said, it's so far away that I have no fucking clue what's going to happen in a year. If you think about it, in a year, I went from quitting StarCraft to winning the first LAN in AOE4. And if someone told me I'm gonna quit StarCraft, I'd be like, oh, you're crazy. But I did that, right? So you never know where sometimes life will take you. So, yeah. Why is Stormgate getting hype? Because it's made by the developers who made StarCraft, Warcraft 3 and Command & Conquer. So it has a lot of hype behind it, and people have a lot of expectations out of it. Which, by the way, I hope it's a good game. It might not be, and we'll have to wait for it to release and see. I play games that I enjoy. I don't play games that are popular. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be playing StarCraft 2 for 11 years instead of playing League of Legends or, you know, an FPS or Battle Royale. So that's something that you guys have to remember. And one thing that I learned from my switch from StarCraft to AOE4 is I became infinitely happier when I finally played what I liked instead of played what made me money or I'm supposed to do kind of thing. So I'm gonna continue doing that. So like I said, whichever I enjoy more, that's the one I will play. And you know, if AOE4 sucks in a year and Stormgate sucks in a year, maybe I'll play fucking Fortnite. You know? Probably not Fortnite, but you know what I mean. I might play something else, right? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows where it takes us? Maybe I win every tournament in AOE4 from now on and they decide there's not enough competition, you know? And they just turn off the servers. They say, Beastie, you beat the game. Kratz. And that's it. Yeah, that's the plan. And listen, some people will be happy with that answer. Some people are... I've had this with StarCraft, right? Some people watch me in StarCraft for StarCraft only. And that's fine. Some people watch me in AOE4 for AOE4 only. And the thought of me like playing something else is like, I'm not watching that. That's fine. I get it. I don't expect... If I were to switch to another game, I don't expect anyone to follow me. I would appreciate it, obviously, but I'm not like, oh, you're betraying me. You're not. You're a person. You're a human being. You got certain amount of time free in your day. So if you don't want to watch, you know, a nerd with glasses play a game you don't like, then you don't watch that. You know, that's how it is. I fully understand that, and I fully respect that. Just like I understand that and I respect that, I hope that people understand my point of view in all of this and respect that as well. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys that update. I talked a little bit about this, like the future tournaments and stuff during Golden League, but I wanted to wait for it to end. Funny thing is, I made this decision like 2-3 weeks ago. And I was like, man, if I lose the tournament, everyone's going to say that I'm molding and that I'm only doing this because I lost. And I was like, fuck me. Because I was like thinking like how to say it so people don't think I'm just like molding because I lost if I lose, right? So I'm happy that I won so that people actually listen to what I'm saying and not just like, oh, he's just salty because he lost. That's why he's doing it. Yeah, I'm sore winner, yeah. So you'll still play tournaments with weird rules, just not gonna bother practicing for the weird stuff. If I can practice the weird stuff, okay. So let me correct my statement. If I can play the weird stuff on the ladder, I'll try it, you know. But if it requires me to like do a backflip into a custom game, into like, you know, only custom game, I'm not up for that. I'm just not interested in that. But if it's like, you know, I'm only allowed to play, let's say, French, Mongol, and English in that tournament. Yeah, I'll just play French, Mongol, and English on the ladder. You know what I mean? That's it. That's fine. But if it requires me to do something extra, or if I just don't like the rules, I'll just skip practice or skip the tournament. So that's kind of my thought process behind it. How badly was your viewership / stream impacted during Golden League practice? I went from like 1,100, 1,200 average to about 800 to 900. So, yeah. And I lost about 200 subs. Yeah. Also, I skipped YouTube uploads. because I didn't always have content and stuff like that. Because I tried to avoid uploading gameplay on YouTube, unless I haven't uploaded for too long. So I'm just like, oh fuck it, let's upload some gameplay. But I try to have videos that are like guides or something more organized. I mean, the funny thing is, guys, today and yesterday, I streamed, and I was streaming like my usual stuff, right? I was like back at it. I was, even though I'm like coughing and you know, sick and all that, I was streaming my usual stuff. Today I had 1,260 viewers. Yesterday I had 1,200 as well. So it's already back, because I think people love watching pro players practice if it's like for a day or 2 or 3, but people don't enjoy it for weeks, because I'm just not talking. You know, like today I played some games, but I was talking because it's like I don't need to focus. I'm, you know, fucking around. I'm memeing with you guys, and obviously the stream is more interactive and people enjoy that more, and I 100% get it why. And obviously we're gonna do more FFAs and all that shit. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understand my point of view. I hope we gave you a little bit of insight in what's in the future. So don't panic. Beasty is not quitting AOE4 next week. Maybe not quitting AOE4 ever. Maybe quitting next year. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I die in 2 months. Maybe a car runs me over tomorrow. I don't know. Either way, if you're watching this on YouTube, check me out on Twitch. I am probably live right now. And expect more content. Twitch gamers, let's keep going.